All right, so in this course, we're gonna go over everything I know in price action. I'm just gonna literally break everything down from beginning to end. And I just want everybody who purchased this course to understand price action and where price is at, what to do at certain moments in times, how to get your entries, how to set your stop losses. I just want you to overall know what the market is doing at whatever time period it's in on every single time frame. You want to know just overall what price is doing. So right now we're going to use currently US 30 right here, since even the price action is really clean on this one. We're just going to go over this one, and later on we are going to go over a couple more pairs if we do get that time. So overall, I just want to start with understanding support and resistance and higher highs and higher lows. So anytime price is making a resistance level, a resistance is an area of price where it can no longer go any higher. So we're just going to put here that a resistance, I can't spell. Resistance is where price can no longer go higher, right? No longer go higher. This is one thing you can do. All right. And then the second thing is it can do is this is where sellers are waiting to push price down. There we go. This is an area of where sellers are waiting to push price down. So this is a resistance, right? So this is a resistance. And we understand that this is an area of where sellers are at to push price down. So we're going to put sellers here. Sellers want to push price down here at a resistance level, right? Now, this goes along with a support as well. So let's just move this up a little bit. Keep it there just so you can see. And we have a support. A support is, and let's just do it the same way, is where price can no longer go lower, right? Also as well, this is where buyers are waiting to push price up, right? So this is an area of where price is, normally going to buy off of. So we're just going to do this one like this, coming down, coming to this area, price comes up, right? So this is an area of support where buyers going to do this one, buyers pushes price up from here, right? So this is how we see support, and then this is support. So this support, and then this is resistance, right? So we understand this and that, right? All right, now let me just go ahead and hide everything. So nothing will be in the way. We're gonna go over here, right? I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna understand what the highs and lows are, right? So anytime price is in a downtrend, I said downtrend. Anytime price is on an uptrend, right? What will indicate that price is on an uptrend is higher highs and higher lows, right? So we got this higher high, higher high, got this higher high, got this higher high, and then higher lows, right? higher lows. Now, some people get confused on this part, but it's nothing confusing. All right, so I'm gonna explain how this works. All right, so let's just capitalize that. All right, so if price is in an uptrend, right, it will indicate price is on an uptrend because price will make this high. And once price makes a high in the market, the reason why it doesn't keep buying and you see price sell off sometimes is because if price was only to go up, it would be a straight line. It will only be a straight line going up. So this is why the market has to pull back, make a level of support, continue higher, get a new high, pull back, come a little higher, pull back. Because if it just kept buying, it would just do this all day and like it'll just keep doing this all day, and you don't want that to be happening. Well, if you're on the buy side, yeah, but then it's like, where could you find your entry? And we normally find our entry here, down in the lows, or when price breaks a high. Because when price breaks that high, it's coming to make a new one. It's going to pull back and then make a new one. And it's going to pull back and then make a new one. So you're already anticipating that price is going to make that high. It's going to pull back, retest, and then continue higher. Right? So that's how we overall see higher highs and higher lows. This is an uptrend. So this is how we see an uptrend, right? This is literally an uptrend. All right. So we understand higher highs and higher lows. Now we're going to do a downtrend. Coming down. Right? These are lower lows and lower highs. So we got a lower high. Let's go ahead and if it lets me copy it, there we go. Lower high, lower high. Lower low. Lower lower. Lower low. Right? And this is a downtrend. There we go. All right, so now we're understanding the market on higher highs and higher lows. Anytime price makes a low in the market, it's going to come up for a buy for just a bit, but we're not worried about this part. We're worried if price is on a downtrend, we're looking for sales only. So let's just go ahead and put this. Only sales. Let's do for over here, only buys. Right? This is how we seeing it, right? For an uptrend, we're only looking for buys, and for a downtrend, we're only looking for sales. Right? So let's go ahead and do it just like this. We're looking for entries at the highest point because remember, you want the name of the game is literally buy low, sell high, right? Sell high, right? Buy low, sell high. So you don't want to be that dude trying to sell after price makes a low in the market. So once price establishes a new low in the market, you don't want to be selling right here. You want to be selling when price either breaks that low or when it's finish its lower high. But I'm gonna teach y'all exactly what that looks like. So let's go and I'm just trying to keep it on here so everybody can copy this down or take a screenshot, whatever you need to do, copy this down because this is how I see it. So let me move this out the way. You can copy it down, do whatever you got to do. All right, you see it. Come over here as well so you can copy this. All right. Now we're gonna do how we look at our entries, right? If price is for a sell, it's gonna be a quick breakdown of this part. If price is going in for a sell, you want to be entering in off of either the break of the low or when price creates bearish structure on a smaller time frame at this point right here. So let's say here, right? You want to be looking for an entry here or a break of here. And then how you would set this up, excuse me. How you would set this up is, like, can I get my thing back? You want to be looking for price, putting your stop loss above here. So let me go ahead and make these different. Let's make this red for the stop, right? You want to put your stop loss above previous structure and aim for the next low. So if you're selling, if you're ever selling, you want to look for an area where price is hitting a level of support. So remember, what is a support? It's an area of where price is waiting to buy back up, right? Let me go ahead and, all right, there we go. An area of support is where price is normally going to buy up. You see how price was selling and came here and then started buying. So you just want to keep that in mind whenever you're selling, because you don't want to be that dude that's in that sell holding it. It hits a level of support and then bounces off and go back up. So you don't want to be that dude. So you always want to target, if you're selling a new low, you want to target that low, or you want to target a level of support, right? I'm gonna break all of that down. And you want to put price, your stop loss above previous structure, because let's say price was coming down and then it just happened to make its way back up. If it breaks this high, this will no longer indicate that price is selling because we have a new high. And overall, if price is buying, it's breaking highs. See how we pull back, break a high, pull back, break a high, pull back, break a high. And if price is selling, you see we'll sell, pull back, break that low, pull back, break that low. So this will indicate that price is selling. So if price starts breaking highs, this will indicate price is buying, right? So we're just going to keep that in consideration. All right. So here, and then as well, we can do buying. So just for the buys here, you'll be looking for price to break this previous high to enter for a trade, or you can look on a smaller time frame here to try to get the beginning of the trade, right? So either way it goes, you got two opportunities to get into a trade. All right, so now we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this up too as well. This is a buy model. This is what buying will look like. And then this is what sales will look like. Right? All right, so we got that. And we're always putting our stop loss. Let's just put this here. We're always putting our stop loss a little bit below the structure, right? So SL here. SL here, right? And then if we're selling, let's just, if price is selling, TP should be aiming for the lows slash an area with there. An area, let's just say an area of support, right? Just to not confuse anybody. So when you think support, you think of level of where buyers are waiting to push price. And then if price is buying, TP should be aiming for the highs for a level of resistance. I know that's all wrong, but let's just get it right. Resistance, right? So that's what we're looking for anytime we're either in a buy or a sell. And stop loss below previous structure. So this is how we see it overall. All right, so let's get into some charts and let's look at it here. Take a minute for everybody to screenshot this and do whatever they need. All right. Let's just go to the charts now. Let's remove this. All right, so now we're on the chart. And we're looking at this chart and we're trying to figure out where to start, right? Right now, we're on the 1 hour. You can do the 4 hour. I like to do the 1 hour just to show a little bit more details, right? So notice how price is going up on this uptrend, right? So price ends up going up, causing this high in the market, right? So now we got a high in the market. High right here. We're going to mark this. So remember what I said earlier, if price is breaking highs, that means it's buying, trying to make a new high and continue from there. So now we have this high in the market and we're going to take this one into consideration. So price makes a pullback, right? As it starts to get that bullish momentum again, when price is buying, what did I say it was going to do? Target the previous high. So whatever high that was made is what it's coming for. So it wanted to come out and get this high. It was aiming for this high because it was buying. So once it started buying, you can expect price trying to come and test this. All right, so now we got a break and then it caused a new high in the market, right? So now we got a new high. This is like the best way I can do it for you. So anytime price is buying, it's coming to the highs, and anytime price is selling, which we're going to get to, it's coming to the lows, right? So now we got a new high in the market. Boom. Matter of fact, I do want to teach y'all something as well. So we're going to turn this on, right? And this is the sessions. This is just, it's not too serious. It's by, let's just go ahead and exit out so I can show you. It is by Junior FX Addict. It just tells you London session, Asian session. It's just for the people who don't know. So the blue that we see here is New York session. So during this New York session, price made a high, right? And then we did all this pullback. There was nothing for the next New York. But this New York, we're just skipping all the way to this New York. This New York price became bullish. It came bullish. And as we did the other session, it was bullish. It came up and tested that high, creating a new high in New York. So now we got this high here. So we can do this one too. This one overall, but we're going to do this one too. So price was bullish and creating a high in New York. As we skip time, next New York session, this is also the time that you're supposed to be trading it. Next New York session, price became bullish. So if price is bullish this session of New York and it caused the high last session, what do you think is going to come back and test? It's coming to take out this one, or it's coming to test this one, because sometimes it can retest and then continue down if it wants to. But if it breaks that high, we got a new high in the market. So now we got this new high in the market here, right? So let's go ahead and mark this. We make that pullback, but we don't have to worry because this wasn't our session. Then New York comes and price becomes bullish. And once price is bullish and buying, what is it doing? If price is buying, what is it doing? It's aiming for the highs. So now we aim for the highs here. We're getting it, take it out, and then we create a new one. All right, so now we're pushing up and we got a new high. Boom. Not our session. New York comes and it becomes bullish again. So what is it going to do when it's down here? What is it going to do? if price is buying, what is it going to come and test? It's going to test the highs. So we buy up, test the highs, and make a new one. All right. All right. So now we got a new high. So price, not our session, comes down and makes a low this time and fails to make a high. So now we got to focus on this low because price didn't make any highs. So now we're focusing on the low. And also as well, we can focus on this high if price breaks this high right here. So let's just do here. I like to do the candle closures because the wicks sometimes are, yeah, I just like to do the candle closures because I feel like the wicks is not accurate enough for me. I feel like the candles where it closes at is where price is normally, really focused on the most. So we're going to do the candle closures. So notice price is failing to make highs and we're not breaking highs anymore like we was before. So now we have this low. Price ends up consolidating in this area, but we have this low and we have these highs. So price has to break one of the two. And remember, if price is breaking lows, it's selling. And then if price is breaking highs, it's buying. So now we have this low, we have this high. It's not breaking anything right now until here. So now we break that low, making a low in the market. So in this area, we can say there was a low in the market. New York session ended. So we're just going to say this one. Let's just say this one. We got a new low in the market, which happens to be this one over here. I actually took this trade. We took it from here, and I'm gonna show y'all what we was aiming for right here. So I took my entry here because price broke these lows, indicating that price was selling. So that's how I took my position there. Also, as well, I did have another position here, and this was only because on the 15-minute time frame, if we can just go all the way back on the 15-minute time frame. Remember how I was saying you can either buy, I meant not buy, but you can be in the position at the top here, or you can be in the position when it breaks the lows. So this is what I'm going to explain, the position at the top right now. So price here caused the low, failed to make some highs, broke that low again, making a level here of support. As you can see, price is kind of staying in this area, not breaking any lows. So we already established that price made one low right here, broke it, made a new one, pulled back, and broke this one. So I was taking my position around this area for price to sell back below. So here as well was the extra confirmation that price was breaking because it broke the lows before, like as we talked about before, like right here, broke these lows. Once it broke that, it indicated that price was bearish and there's no signs of bulls in the market at this time. Anytime price is selling, if price is selling and makes a low in the market, any buying pressure or any bullish momentum is most likely a pullback. So price can end up selling again. So we're just taking that into consideration. So here we break the lows, causing a new low in the market. It pulls back, retests this level before making this low. So now we have this low. Right? And we're targeting the lows. So we're targeting all these areas here, right? Well, this is a high actually. It was targeting this low, right? Because these are the lows. When price is selling, you want to target the lows. So here, we hit this low. First TP that we had on that sell we took. I will show all the trades that we took later on of this course, so you can see that I'm, telling the truth. So here, we cause a low here, pull back, and as price breaks this low, what do you think is going now? It's coming down to try to take out this one. So now we're coming down, New York session, the time we're trading, it comes down, creating more structure, making a new low in the market. So now we got a new low in the market, and we are well beyond our trade now. We are well beyond our trade. So now we got a new low in the market here, right? Price comes down, makes another one here. All right, now we have a full pullback during our this is not even our session anyways. As price comes up, it starts to make some kind of resistance level here, but we're not going to confuse ourselves with that. Price during our non-session, so when we was not trading, it was buying up for a bit, trying to, establish something. And then as our session comes in New York, it becomes bearish. So if it's bearish, coming into a New York, what is it most likely going to do? Come test our lows because it is selling. When sales are in, price is testing the lows, and then when buys are in, price is testing the highs. So then we get the selling here. So price testing these lows, and then we make a new low in the market. Now we have a new low in the market, and you're wondering, okay, then what about this? This here, I like to explain to people when price makes a new low. So let's just go to the higher time frame. Let's just do the daily since you'll see it a little bit clearer. So I like to explain to people when price is doing some trend, it's not just going to keep going down. It needs to pull back for every time frame you're on. Price pulls back on every time frame. Just forget that we're even on the daily. Just keep it in your head that this is just the normal charts and price is creating a low, pulling back, and then continuing down, pulling back, then continuing down. Forget, like, if you can erase the fact that you're on a different time frame, then that will help a lot because just look at it as an overall price is doing the same structure on every time frame. It's just going to take a little bit longer for price to make those candles that you're looking for price to continue. So overall, price made that low, it pulled back. So that's that pullback that we're looking at right now as we speak. So this whole pullback was the daily pullback coming up to retest the previous high, the previous low. Because when price is selling, it sells, pulls back, break that low, come back and retest that low, breaks, come back and retest, and then continue down from here. So now we got this in mind. As price comes into this area, I took a sell over here, and I'm going to explain why. So let's just go down to the 15. All right, as price is trending up, I'm paying attention to how price is always breaking the highs, breaking the highs. So I'm just waiting for price to get into that previous low, and I was looking here. So this session, I took into consideration that price made a low here before coming up making its high. That's okay, and that's cool, that's normal. If price is still bullish, it should be making higher highs and higher lows. Remember we was talking about that, higher highs and higher lows. If price is breaking lows, that means it's selling, pulling back, and then continuing down. Here, it broke that low. If price was to buy, it could have did this. It could have made this high and then sold back down. But why is it breaking? This indicates that price is selling. If it wanted to buy, it would come here, come around this area, or even here, or anywhere here, just not breaking this low and continue higher. But it broke this low, indicating that price had more selling pressure. We are in an overall downtrend as well. So we do have this new low in the market. So once price broke here, I'm taking entries under here because price is breaking a low, indicating that price is selling. Price is breaking a low, meaning is selling. If price breaks highs, that's indicating that price is buying. So here we broke a high, indicating that price is buying. It pulled back before buying a little bit more, indicate the same thing over here, price breaking highs, indicating that price is buying. Overall, if somebody was buying, this would have been TP from down here, because if we go down to here, we can see the same structure as well. So let's just go ahead and break it down from here before I finish what I was talking about. All right, so price making highs here. We got a high here. It pulls up, make a new one, right? Now we got a new one in the market, a new high in the market. This is on a smaller time frame, by the way. So we pull back, make a new one, right? Pull back as we're coming up above this level right here. So as we come back, as price, I know it's choppy, but I'm trying to make everybody understand. As price is coming back above this level here, you can indicate that price is trying to come to here, because that's what happened before. It pulled back, broke it, and made this one. So when it pulls back again, breaks this one, what is it going to repeat to do? It's going to come back and come to this one. But then this time we make a new high. So now we got a new high in the market, right? And it's all coming since we broke this one. So this high wasn't made until it broke this high, right? This high wasn't made until price broke this one. So when we came down and pulled back, when we break this again, what do you think is going to try to come and get? It's trying to come and get this one. So this is just to quickly simplify that. So Here, we're selling again. So let's get back to the sales. We're selling again, right? We're breaking this low, indicating that price is selling. If price is selling, what do we aim for? We aim for the lows. So this was the overall low. We was looking for price to break this low. All right, so here, looking for price to break the low. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Price coming to this low, and then we get that break. Now, you're probably like, all right, what do I aim next? What am I looking for next? Another level of where price has a low. So we can look over here. We can say this one, right? Or we can look at this one over here, right? We're aiming for a low or a level of support, right? So now we got these areas, we got these zones, because here you can even mark this one if you want to, but I like the bigger one right here where it has this huger momentum. You can mark this one too. It's the same thing with this momentum up, but we're looking for an area of where buyers could be in the market. All right, so that's how we see it. Let me go ahead and move this so it won't distract you. All right, so this is overall price action overall. So now we got a new low in the market. So what do you think is going to happen? When price makes a new low, it needs that correction before continuing down. So now we got that correction and we're looking for price to continue down. Well, we don't even know if this is the finishing correction, but price can pull all the way back up, retest the previous low before coming down, or test this previous low before coming down. But we just know overall price is making a pullback before continuing down. So here, we can do back on the sessions again so you can understand that as well. All right, so here price makes that low. New York, price trying to break that low, but this New York, we happen to be already under that low, retested it. And then for this New York session, since price is under the low that it made previous New York, it's indicating that sells. So then we end up here with another low in the market here, open up another New York session under that low. So price still bearish, right? Make our low here. New York session comes and we happen to be bearish. So it takes out that low, indicating a new one here. So this is overall telling me that price is selling these New York sessions and price is bearish these New Yorks. Overall, we have that low, so we have to keep this in mind. So all this was invalid to our trend. We're focused on, remember, if it's a downtrend, we're only focused on sales. We're only looking for positions for sales. So this was invalid to all our trades until price is started breaking lows here. So this is all invalid to our setup for the sell until price started making that selling pressure prior to here and right here in this level here. Once price broke here, you could have been looking to short under this level here as well, because if price is selling, it's breaking lows. And if price is buying, it's breaking highs. It's breaking this high to buy up. It's breaking this high to buy up. It's selling off by breaking the low. So that's all you're looking for, is price to be breaking highs or breaking lows. And that's just overall how I like to keep it simple. All right, so this is just price action right here.